Hey, beautiful people, you're here. Thank you for joining ACCCEF in celebrating Black History Month. ACCCEF is all about making sure creative and talented Afro-Caribbean unite under one umbrella to share, to teach, to build, and to develop one another, ensuring inclusion is achieved in the Afro-Caribbean community in Canada. Now, we've put together a little drama, we have guest speakers, and a whole lot of entertainment to celebrate Black history and Black success. Now enjoy and stay beautiful.
The City of Toronto acknowledges that we are on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississauga of the Credit and the Anishinaabe and the Chippewa and the Haudenosaunee and the Wendat people, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit and Métis people. The city also acknowledged that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13, signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit and the Williams Treaties, signed with multiple Mississaugas and Chippewas bands. The City of Toronto has been acknowledging the traditional territories since March 2014 due to the conversation with Indigenous leaders, including the Aboriginal adversary. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Olasunbo Adelako. Thanks for inviting me to present today. Before I get started, I'll just give you a little bit of background on myself. So I am an adjunct professor in the Global Leadership Program at St. Bonaventure University in the US. Also, I am a professor in the Justice Studies Program at the University of Guelph-Humber here in Canada. In my spare time, I'm an academic tutor at Halton Black Voices, which is a local organization that provides academic support and empowerment to Black children and youth. So today, I'm here to speak to you about the Black family representation and identity in diversity. So this is an extremely important topic because the Black family has been historically misrepresented in mainstream media. And the damage this has done, unfortunately, is that it has led to harmful stereotypes and negative perceptions. These stereotypes have perpetuated harmful ideas and assumptions which have contributed to the stigmatization of Black families. Even though the Black family, their representation, identity, and diversity have been a topic of discussion for many years, their diversity in particular, unfortunately, is not often recognized or celebrated. Firstly, why don't we define what the Black family is? So the Black family is a complex and diverse unit consisting of individuals with unique cultural and social backgrounds. The unique experiences of Black families depend on where the family originates from, and this is what shapes the identity of that family. Hence, a Black family originating, for instance, from Cameroon in West Africa will have a different identity to one originating from Toronto here. The family structure is shaped by various factors such as economic status, cultural heritage, historical context. Therefore, the Black family is not a monolithic entity and should not be treated as such. Rather, it is a group of individuals who share a common cultural heritage and who navigate societal expectations while trying to maintain their cultural identity. If we're to look at historical context of the Black family in North America as an example, and the challenges they have faced for centuries, Black families have always, for the most part, been resilient and diverse despite mainstream media's portrayal of this group as monolithic, with very little attention or care given to differences in culture, religion, socioeconomic status, and structure. This limited representation perpetuates harmful stereotypes and ignores the complexity of Black family life. The representation of Black family in mainstream media has been limited and often negative. They are portrayed as dysfunctional, with absent parents, often fathers, all pervasive labels that have been debunked by research. Their diversity is evident in many ways. For instance, some units are matriarchal, with women as heads of households, while others are patriarchal. Some are blended with step-parents and step-siblings, while others are led by grandparents, extended family members, or both parents. It is crucial to acknowledge the diversity and how looking through a lens of the traditional family structure, which is perceived as the norm, is limiting. And other family structures should be recognized and celebrated. We cannot have this discussion and not talk about slavery. So, during slavery, the family unit was often separated and destroyed, resulting in unique challenges that have impacted their identity and representation. Today, evidence of this damage still manifests in institutional racism, poverty, violence, and it continues to disrupt family structures and dynamics. Stereotypes including the angry Black woman or the absent Black father have also impacted Black families significantly and affected the way in which society views and interacts with them. The identity of the Black family in North America, for example, is rooted in the African American experience and unique cultural traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation. The importance of family, community, and education is emphasized in the Black culture, and it contributes to the resilience of Black families. So despite the challenges faced by them, Black families continue to remain strong and supportive of each other, creating alternative family structures to survive when necessary. On a positive note, Black families have created unique expressions and played an essential role in shaping North American culture and society, whether it be through music, art, dance, literature. These again are often overlooked. For instance, jazz, blues, hip hop, and even today, taking the world by storm, Afro beats have their roots in the African and African American culture. Also, many literary works by Black authors have become classics. In recent years, there has been a growing recognition of the diversity within this group. More and more Black families are being represented in a variety of media, and the stories being told are more nuanced and complex. These stories offer counter-narrative to the harmful stereotypes that have been perpetuated for centuries. So slowly but surely, we're starting to see representation in Black leadership, in science, in tech, in medicine, in the corporate world, but we still have a long way to go. And the need to see significantly more on media platforms, political office, in education, and even in our children's textbooks, essentially across board. When standards are set where all of these things are missing, then diversity is missing. It is important to recognize that representation is just one part of the equation. Identity is also an essential aspect of the Black family. So the Black family has a unique cultural identity that is shaped by various factors, including historical context, cultural heritage, and community traditions. One example of this cultural identity is the Black church, which has been a central institution in the Black community for centuries and has played a significant role in shaping the cultural identity of Black families. The church has provided a space for community gatherings, celebrations, and worship, and has been a source of strength and resilience to families. Another example is food, popularly known in the US as soul food, which is unique cuisines that have been passed down through generations of Black families and is a reflection of their cultural heritage. Food is often made with ingredients that are locally sourced and is prepared using traditional cooking methods, and again have been passed down since the time of slavery. These examples illustrate how cultural identity is an integral part of the Black family. Cultural identity provides a sense of belonging and connection to one's community and is a crucial aspect of the Black family's identity. So, what connects us? Through all of these experiences, we're connected by optimism. We're connected by hope. Hope that things will get better, things will be all right. We're connected by a sense of community. It is imperative to continue to push for more diverse and authentic representations of Black families in mainstream media and popular culture. Also extremely important to recognize the diversity and complexity of Black people and celebrate their unique cultural identity. Because in doing so, it is possible to break down those harmful stereotypes, negative perceptions, and create a more inclusive society that recognizes and values their contributions. Finally, we should be intentional about fostering love, peace, and unity within our community. Thank you.
Welcome, and thank you for joining today's TD Information segment. My name is Elizabeth Basteo, branch manager from your local branch located at 4999 Steeles Avenue West, North York. Through the TD Ready commitment, we support organizations on the front lines of challenging systemic issues and bring our expertise and talent to their efforts. But TD's commitment is about more than just funding. We also work alongside these community partners to learn from their insights and focus our efforts on making more sustainable social impacts in Black communities. Everyone has an important role to play in the fight against systemic racism and bias, not just during Black History Month, but every day of the year. With the 4 interconnected drivers of change of the TD Ready commitment, we're measuring how we can make a deeper impact where it really counts. And through our 5 colleague engagement approaches, everyone has the opportunity with community organizations in authentic ways. Today's session will be a brief summary all about helping you prepare for your financial journey and build your financial confidence. We know it can sometimes feel overwhelming, whether it's your first banking experience or whether you are looking at other options from another bank. Either way, we are here to support you and make sure you feel confident to make informed decisions about your finances. There's a strong connection between financial health and overall well-being. Financial issues are often a top source of stress that can influence our mental, emotional, social, and physical health, impact relationships, and affect our ability to achieve our goals. Understanding financial health through 4 components, spend, save, borrow, and plan, provides a quick and simple way to assess your financial well-being. At TD, we are always ready to help you develop a plan right for your needs and circumstances in which will leave you feeling confident and provide you the protection that best suits your needs. We are here to support you through your journey and discover your needs and goals. We have many different options to bank with us, whether it's in person, online, over the phone, or on your mobile device. You can bank from anywhere. Making banking easy and convenient is our top priority for many customers and for us at TD. Thinking about your first in Canada, there will be many emerging needs that will come up. And at TD, we are ready for you, and we are here to support and offer you personalized advice. TD is proud to have unique offers available for our customers, including a special new to Canada and international student banking packages. For more information, you can visit us in person at your nearest TD location or visit our New to Canada page on our TD website, which comes in 14 different languages to make your banking experience in Canada more comfortable. I would like to say thank you for this opportunity, and we look forward to seeing you soon at a TD location near you.
At TD, we believe that everyone should have a chance to thrive, a chance to succeed, a chance to change our environment for the better. Through the TD Ready commitment, we're targeting $1 billion in community giving by 2030, so we can help build a sustainable tomorrow and an inclusive future.
Sir, we did not touch on the case yesterday. Are we doing so today?
What case?
Sir, the murder case.
Someone died.
Sir, the security guard though, like he died a couple days ago now, and it's been like about 3 days and we've not made a single arrest.
See, we have bigger cases to work on, okay? We can get to them.
Sir, bigger than the murder case?
Listen, it's just no one cares.
Sir, I can't believe you are saying that about a human being though.
It's just a case of street violence, alright? Don't bother about it like that.
Sir, I think you're getting it all wrong. He was a security guard working at a club and he was protecting his clients.
You're sounding like you were every day.
Sir, neither were you.
Bruh, let this slide, man. Let this slide. We have things to do.
Sir, how can we let a murder case slide?
Listen, it's just Ayo. Justice will bring it back.
Sir, but Ayo deserves justice.
My brother, how are you doing it?
Sir, I still feel we should look at this case.
It's just Ayo. Justice will bring him back.
Sir, but Ayo deserves...
Hello, sir.
Hi, hello. How are you? How can I help you?
I'm here for your friend, please.
Which friend, please?
He got a statement from me 3 days ago, and he said he would get back to me. I haven't heard anything.
So please, what's your friend's name and what's the case about, please?
His name is Ayo, and it's a murder case.
Sir, don't you think this is worth looking at?
Are you guys even doing anything about it?
Wait, sister. The investigation is still going on, okay? We'll contact you once we have more information.
You told me 3 days ago that you will get back to me within 2 days.
We are working on it.
But he has a daughter and an aged mother. Why don't you just do your
Wait, okay. See, I'm very sorry. Okay, see, we're going to start this investigation and we'll get back to you tomorrow. Okay? Alright?
Okay.
Thank you.
He sent that voice message to his mother just 2 months ago.
Okay, so I'm going to play it.
I'll interpret.
Mommy,
Mother,
mo ti
I
ríṣẹ́.
got a job.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn ló bá mi wá.
My friend helped me get the job.
Ẹ má worry mi ní dójú tì mí.
Don't worry, I won't disappoint you.
Ọmọ mi ń kọ́ àbílí mi àbífẹ́ mi ọmọ mi kan ṣoṣo. Ìgbélówó mi.
How is my daughter? Please, please get justice for my friend. He deserves justice.
Okay, I know this must be very hard for you. Does his mother know about all this?
I don't even have the courage to tell the mother. I don't have the courage. How do I tell her that her son is dead?
Okay, here's your phone, sir.
This is Aya's phone, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Alright, we can go. Let us do our job.
Okay, thank you. He's new to Canada. And for the record, yes, he was my lover.
Don't even say it. Alright? Don't play the emotional card on me.
Sir, I'm not trying to play an emotional card on you. Okay, sir, why don't you handle these other cases and I'll handle this case?
Gladly, but we have to finish these cases first.
Sir, what cases?
These cases.
Sir, what the murderer goes free and what the murders other
I promise, hey, I promise we'll catch them. But that will bring the dead black guy back.
Sir, what does being black have to do with anything? Do you know how many Canadians are black? Aren't you black?
See, hey.
My brother, my sister, my father's my mother. The officer says because I'm black, my life is worth nothing. Is being black the reason why I won't get justice? Is being black the reason why I was brutally murdered? I was only trying to protect a life. In this process, I lost mine.
I offer my services to the Canadian people. What has he done?
Sir, he offered his life. Sir, we have description on the killer. Why don't we step out?
Nate, you're making it look like I don't know how to do my job. The fact that we have so many criminals out there hiding behind the color card, and how you sure I is not a criminal?
Sir, the club management said that he works for them.
True. But why was he targeted?
Sir, the manager said that a couple guys were fighting in premises and he tried to separate them. He was only doing his job.
But he could be part of them.
Sir, but you don't know that.
Do you have any idea how many black boys sell drugs and hide behind a job?
Sir, we don't know that about this victim. All we know that he's a security guard and he was walking and he was just trying to do his duty and he got killed.
But still, they can't be trusted.
Sir, please, alright? Let's just stop with all these presumptuous ideas, alright? From your ad, farm is not a product of skin color. As much as many people do bad things in this country, black people have made Canada great today, alright?
I'm not doubting that.
Sir, just look at this. You were made the head of this unit.
Yes.
Do you think it's because of your skin color?
I'm not saying that.
Okay, sir, Aya was an employee of the club, alright? And he was killed while carrying his duty. So please, let's just try and get him justice.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hi, his mother.
His mother?
Yeah.
I don't understand what she's saying.
Bring the phone.
Sùúrù kí ni?
Màmá,
Ta ló pa mí lọ́mọ?
màmá ọlọ́pàá ní ìbá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ ṣe sùúrù.
Sùúrù kí ni? Ta ló pa mí lọ́mọ? Ayọ̀ kì í ṣe ní wàhálà o. Iṣẹ́ ló máa jẹ́ nínú òyìnbó.
Màmá,
Dára o. Ta ló pa mí lọ́mọ?
màmá, ọlọ́pàá investigation.
Ẹ ṣe wá ní dáadáa o. Ọmọ ẹ wá níbí. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ sọ fún pé wọ́n ti ta bàbá ẹ̀? Báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ sọ fún?
Okay. Okay, màmá.
Can I have my phone back now?
What was he even doing there?
I wrote a statement already.
What?
Haya came to Canada a few months ago and he needed a job. So I called a friend and asked for help. He helped us get a job for him as a security guy.
So are you guys kind of like dating, or was it part of like any gang activities?
He literally just got here. He's new to Canada. And for the record, yes, he was my lover.
Sure. This is Aya's phone, yeah?
Oh, that's the victim's phone?
Yes, sir.
You can go now. You walk away, okay?
Sir, are you trying to get clues from his phone?
I thought you wanted us to work on this job.
Sir, yes, but sir, you're sounding like you are doing me a favor.
Why are you so ungrateful?
No, sir. Just like when you're handling these other cases, you are not entitled. So why this feeling now?
What is this case worth to Canada anyways?
Sir, everything. Sir, do you know who Juanita Westmoreland Trier is?
Who's that?
Sir, I see why you're not too concerned. Sir, she was one of the many blacks who made Canada great today. Making history, also making Canada livable for all of us.
So how does that concern this case?
Sir, do you know who Honorable J. Augustine is?
Who's that again?
Sir, a trailblazing politician, social activist, and also an educator. She was the first black woman to be elected to the House of Commons.
Well, that is a black woman with a great history, so...
Sir, then I'm sure you don't know who James Mink is. Honorable Lincoln M. Alexander.
What's your point?
My point is, if all these blacks hadn't made like sacrifices for Canada, Canada would be backward today.
Can you cut to the chase?
We blacks have a way of making things work. All right, we are very determined, strong-minded. All right, so sir, that is why Canada is great today.
Ayo just got to the country, okay? So what makes him a hero all of a sudden?
So not all heroes wear capes. All right, so we blacks, we work every single day trying to protect one another, and we also try and protect our neighborhood.
But the white people do the same thing.
Yes, that's very true. But sir, we don't go back to Africa to be like natives, sir. We also don't go back there to fight alongside them. And we don't go back there to eat their food. That's why we get along here in Canada, sir, as blacks. So that is why Ayo was trying to protect the lives of these clients and he got killed. So that's why I feel he deserves justice. So please, sir, let's try and get Ayo justice. Alright. Thank you, sir.
When will you come home?
I will come home soon, my baby.
Please, the voice
I
note,
know
sir.
you miss your dad already.
I missed you.
I've heard you. I will buy you everything they sell here. Okay? I will chat with you later. I'm at work.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you too. Wait, what's happening there? No fighting here, brothers.
Daddy! Daddy! Who is shooting?
So his daughter had all of that?
Fortunately so.
Wow. So not all heroes wear capes. So are we working on the case now?
See, this criminal has to face the wrath of the law.
Of course, I love that. So, sir, should I help you?
I mean, do I have any other partner?
Of course not, sir.
So,
I like this.
how come you know so much about Black History Month in Canada?
Sir, this is February.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so sir, last year during my leave, I went for a Black History Month lecture, and they basically told us about the blacks before us and how blacks can continue to make Canada better.
So, that's nice. That's actually impressive. You know what? I think next time I'll probably come with you. For
Yeah,
sure.
definitely, of course, sir. Like, it's actually an eye opener, and I think you're actually going to love it. So
I believe
definitely,
you.
you can come with me, sir.
I believe you. You know what?
Alright.
Let's get back to work, okay?
Definitely.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome. It's Acccef Black History Month, and over here we're celebrating the Black History Month by also eating our native African food, supported by Rihanna's Catering. Thank you so much for the meal. We have pounded yam and egusi soup, and sorry, what's your name?
Chigozie.
Oh, Chigozie. So we have Chigozie here, who's going to be one of the participants to finish this wonderful meal here, and also we have Prince. We also have Prince here. So, you guys, I want you to, dive in, see, let's do the best, whoever can enjoy this food and also finishes it fast. You're going to be going for 2 minutes, and
Katy Perry, Miko. Isn't all that you want, boy? All that you can have, boy. Got me spread like a buffet. Bon appetit, baby. Appetite for seduction. Fresh out the oven, melting in your mouth, kinda loving. Bon appetit, baby. Looks like you've been stabbing. You got those hungry eyes. You could use some sugar. Your levels ain't right. I'm a 5-star Michelin. I'll call me flown in. You want what I'm cooking? Boy, let me take you under candlelight. We can wine and dine. A table for two. And it's okay if you take your time. Eat with your hands, fine. I'm on the menu. 'Cause I'm all that you want, boy. Spread like a buffet, bon appetit, baby.
10,
Appetite for seduction.
9,
Fresh out the oven,
8,
melting in your mouth,
7,
bon
6.
appetit, baby. So you want some more? Well, I'm more.
Stop eating. Ready? I have to know. I see Nathan over here. You had a good bite. It went in, but it's still halfway in there. But Prince on the other side, guys, I hope you can see. Prince really went at the pounded jam, and Prince is the winner, guys. After 2 minutes of going back to back. Thank you very much. As you all know, Black History Month. Keep supporting the Black African restaurants, the neighborhood, the local restaurants. Once again, thanks to Rihanna's Catering, and we love you. Thanks for this wonderful meal.
Good day, lovely people. My name is Princess Omobolanle Egbewumi. I'm here to talk about
stereotypes and microaggressions in the Black community. I promise not to bore us. It is not a new issue, it's an ongoing one. For our younger ones, I'll quickly break up stereotype and microaggression. Stereotype is a set idea that people have about what someone or something is like, especially an idea that is wrong. For example, I'm a girl, so I must wear pink. Or I am Black, I might be aggressive. Microaggression, on the other hand, is an intentional or accidental form of discrimination, and this could either be verbal or non-verbal. For example, you speak good English, or eye rolling when somebody is talking. Most of us have heard these sayings more often than we have needed to. The impact of the statements can be felt for weeks, years, decades, even though the people who said them might not see how hurtful they were that time they said them and how hurtful they are. I read the term microaggression was actually first discovered by a Harvard psychiatrist in the 1970s by Dr. Chester Pierce. He described the regular insults and dismissals he witnessed by people who were non-Black using against people who were Black. And he believed these experiences could have major impact on a person's psychological and physical health. I'll tell us some types of microaggression and stereotypes. They could be micro assaults, could be micro invalidation, micro insults, and the non-verbal ones. I'll just pick on some for us to see. Otherwise, I just don't want to bore us, so I'm just going to pick on some. Micro assaults, they are deliberate or intentional insults meant to hurt the victim. It could be abusive language, it could be posting offensive sign, or saying naughty jokes. We have the micro invalidation, which is belittling somebody. We have the micro insult, which is making insensitive comments. Also, we have the non-verbal ones. For example, like I said, high rolling, following somebody around the shop. Maybe when you go shopping, you see somebody telling you, watching to see if you're going to take something. It could be turning away from you when you're talking, making it seem as if what you're saying is not interesting, or they are bored, or they don't just want to listen to you, or allowing certain people to take on certain roles, leaving you aside. The impact of these on our health, mentally and physically, can be overwhelming. Right. I also read that these can be associated with mosquito bites. When you have mosquito bite, it can be annoying. Now imagine having so many mosquito bites. Very, very annoying and irritating, and could be disabling. Wow. You could have high blood pressure, you could have depression, sleeping problem, substance misuse, or post-traumatic syndrome. Many more to say. How to address? You just have to be positive. Talk about it. Speak to an adult. For kids, feel free to talk about it. Feel free to educate the person. Feel free to ask, why did you say that about me? Why did you say that to me? For adults, same thing, and feel free to educate them. If as kids you talk to them, they are not yielding, they are not listening, go and speak to the teacher. Or better yet, you go to the principal and report. If as an adult, speak to the person You speak to them, they are not yielding. They don't want to listen. If it's at work, you have the right to go to your manager and report them. If your manager says something about it, good. Deal with it. If it's the manager now who is on the other side of the receiving hand, who's been aggressive to you, who's been discriminating, then you have the right to go to the HR to report. If it's in your personal life, let that person know and also know when to walk away. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ianu and I'm going to talk about Black History Month, Canadian people and their legacies. Well, I'm going to actually sing about it. Black History Month. Who made Black History Month? No need to ask questions, cause I know who did. Carter G. Woodson, Carter G. Woodson, oh Carter G. Woodson, hey Carter G. Woodson. Now here's a question I hear every day. Why isn't there a White History Month? Well, my friend, Black people were treated very nicely back then, and many people were racist and offensive, while white people were treated like first-class citizens. Oh, Viola Desmond, Viola Desmond, have you ever been treated unfairly because of your skin? Well, she went to see a movie in Glasgow, Nova Scotia, and the lady in the front said she had to sit in the balcony where the other blacks sat, but she didn't listen and sat in the front where the whites sat, and she got arrested and went to prison. She was released and her case got pardoned in 2010. 12 years. Now she's gone, but the lady's face that is on her $10 bill is Viola Desmond. Now on to Oscar Peterson. Oscar Peterson was a jazz pianist that blew people away. Well, not literally, but with his skills on the piano. At age 9, he played with amazing control that professional musicians were blown away. Goodbye. He has many famous pieces that you can listen to, and even has his own statue at a school in Scarborough that is named after him. Wow, talk about hard work. Black History Month is celebrated in the US, Canada, and places in Europe. Jean Augustine is the first Black person to be elected to Canada's House of Commons. Have you heard of Michelle Obama? She inspires people every day, has many books and more. So many people to talk about. The theme for this year is Black Resistance. It focuses on how Black people have fought against oppression, discrimination, and prejudice. Mary Ann Shadd was an activist, journalist, lawyer, and teacher. She was the first Black person to be a publisher in North America. Have you heard of Lincoln Alexander? You haven't? Let me let you in. Lincoln was a politician and statesman. He even has his own day, January 21st. Talk about famous. Fun fact, we celebrate BHM in Canada, apparently because of Jean Augustine, who is a Black woman. Also, the first Black person to come to Canada is Matthew DaCosta, who has his own school too. I'm going to wrap up the song right here. Have a good day and peace out.
Hello, my name is Kemi. I'm a registered nurse in Ontario. I'm here to talk about diabetes. That is the challenges that Afro-Caribbean are facing in the community when it comes to diabetes. So I'll first of all say that diabetes can affect anybody, either you are white, you are black. Diabetes can affect any culture, any religion, any color. It doesn't mean. So we have two types of diabetes. The first one is type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is diabetes that is being caused by inheritance. We were born with it. So it's not going to go away. The only thing is that we just have to manage it by taking our medication, monitoring the blood glucose level, and doing exercise. Type 2 diabetes is a situation whereby the insulin the body produces is not enough. You cannot properly use the insulin it produces. So we have, and it's because by our lifestyle, sedimentary lifestyle, lack of exercise, eating food high in carbohydrates, alcohol, other stuff, they causes type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes can be cured if you go along with the guidelines. Then what are the challenges are we facing as Afro-Caribbean when it comes to issue of diabetes? The first challenges I can talk to you about is culture. We know that Afro-Caribbean culture is very rich. When you look at our food aspect, for example, our staple food is very high in carbohydrates. And most of the staple food that we believe in is the rice and the meat, which they believe almost Afro-Caribbeans, all of us eat rice. And we know how high rice is when it comes to carbohydrates. So some people have an issue not stopping, not be able to control their rice intake. For example, I didn't say because you have diabetes you should stop rice. You can take a little bit of rice and put a vegetable to it. So that will really bring down the effect of the sugar that the carbohydrate is going to produce. Another thing I suggest is that instead of eating white rice, brown rice is very good. When you cook brown rice nice, it comes out very nice. And instead of taking too much of carbohydrate, you can cut your portion and start taking vegetables. So that will help. Then another challenges we are also facing is the religion aspect. We have Muslims, we have Christians, we have the Buddhisms. For example, as a Christian sisters or brothers, we believe that when we have faith, then faith can cure any form of diseases. So when they have diabetes, they stop taking their medication believing that they have faith. So when they have faith, it can cure disease. I did not say you should not have faith, but try and take your medication. Some people believe that when they mention disease like diabetes, when you say it, that means it's already permanent on you. That means you've already accepted that you have diabetes. Those are the kind of things that is giving us challenges. Our Muslim sisters, sometimes when they go to gym, some of them don't believe, and they say male instructors, they will not do the gym because it's against their religion. In the olden days, some Muslim I know they don't take pig, and they believe that some of the derivatives of the protein or derivative in insulin is being made by pig. So some of them stop taking pig. But I think there's a research that override that now. Then another thing is the social factors among the family. For example, if we believe Afro-Caribbean believe that a wife have to cook, the traditional Afro-Caribbean believe that the wife have to do the cooking in the house, especially where the husband is diabetic and the wife is non-diabetic. So the husband would think that is like a burden to the wife, to the whole family, changing the way they eat because of because he's diabetic. So to him, it's like a stigma. So instead of him being able to control what is intake or taking his medication, then he's kind of shy away from the kind of food he's supposed to be eating. And sometimes, women too will nag, this and that. So this kind of a thing will shy men away from telling the wife to cook. This is what they need to be cooked for them to control the diabetes rate. Medication taking, some people are not compliant with the medication taking. One of the reasons why they are not compliant with medication taking is number one, they look at the side effects, and they look at that if they are taking the medication for a very long time, their body gets used to it and they cannot do without the medication. So some of them will take one today, take two, another one tomorrow, and they are not consistent in taking their medication because of the thing being like a burden to them. The another thing is that is the belief in medical diagnosis. Some people doesn't believe the medical diagnosis. So when they tell them that they have diabetes, some people will look at it and say they don't believe that they have the diabetes, and they don't believe until when the negative effect of diabetes are affecting them. When they started having a sight problem, then the peripheral neural part of their body, when they started having an issue, so that's when the people will think that, oh, it's true, I have diabetes. The first time they will not believe in it. Then another thing, challenges that we are facing also is the area of access to medication and education. If people doesn't have any access, some people doesn't have insurance when it comes to issue of buying their medication. But Canada so much is in such a way that if you don't have a means of buying your medication, it's just for you to go to your doctor, which you direct you to a social worker, and then from there the government will help you to buy your medication. Another challenge is also that Afro-Caribbean, we don't really go to hospital for checkup. When you don't go to hospital for checkup, so how will you know you have diabetes? You won't know. So I will always advise that we should always go for a yearly medical checkup to know that what is going on in our body before it becomes complicated. So what are the ways that we can be able to overcome these challenges? The first thing I will also say is that try and move. Try to go to gym. If you are not okay with gym, instead of taking an elevator at work, try to climb the stairs. By then you are losing some calories, you are losing some fat, you are moving your body. Go to gym, move your body. When you come back from work, just do like 12 minutes walk in the house, just move up and down. That also helps us to burn some calories. Another thing I also take in consideration is delivery of cultural competence education. So when they are teaching us about how to overcome diabetes, how to manage diabetes, the educator has to take into consideration the cultural aspect of it. That instead of a stable food, they have to portion. They have to bring out. The way our food has to be. They have to take into consideration that Afro-Caribbean, our food is very rich in carbohydrates. So when they are trying to tell us what and what to eat, they have to take our food into consideration, that we should take a little portion of the food instead of a big portion of the food. Another thing is that we have to watch our sugar intake. For example, some people like to take juice a lot, some take pop a lot. Instead of taking juice a lot, I believe that when you squeeze an orange and you drink it directly, it's better than taking juice. Another thing is that whenever we eat, before we eat and after eating, if you are diabetics or if you are pre-diabetic, always check your blood sugar so that you know that I've taken this and this, I have to check my sugar. Then if you are the one that like sugar intake, you can go for brown sugar. That also helps a lot too. Then another thing is that we have to break our unhealthy traditions. What are the traditions? I've already mentioned it. Our cultural aspect of our tradition, we have to break it. We have to realize that our health is key. If you don't have good health, there's no way you can live normally. So let's take our health to be paramount, and everything will fall into place. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.